Hello everybody. Tonight we'll discuss the present active, the present middle participle, as well as the gerund. Regarding the present participle, active and middle, the active present participle, it's formed by this present stem. Well, both are formed by the present stem of verbs, and then with a suffix in the active nt or nta, or in the middle mana or even ana. So from gam we have gacchant, and then in the nominative singular we have gacchang, gacchanto. In the bahuvachana gaccanta. In the dutya vibhakti ekavachana gaccantang, bahuvachana gaccante, and tatya vibhakti ekavachana gaccata, and bahuvachana gacchantehi. So regarding these present participles, they indicate an action which is simultaneously with the main action of the sentence. And present active participles are much more commonly used than present middle participles. Their usage is largely non-finite, functioning as adjectives or even as nouns. And they are used like adjectives qualifying other nouns. Hence, in this case, they must agree in gender, case, and number with the qualified noun. And if they are not employed as adjectives, their translation is just like, for example, doing or while doing. So we can have a quick look at some examples. So here from as, atti, santi, sant, santa, samana, as, asanti, asant, asanta, asamana. This category, this is the present active participles, and here these are present middle participles. Although their grammar is a bit different, but the middle participles lost their reflexive meaning, hence they can be translated as active. Achant, achanta, achant, achanta, to do, karonti, karonta, karana, kupant, kupanti, kupant, kupanta, kupamana, kupana. So these are all doing. Gam, gacchanti, gaccanta, gacchant, gacchanta, gachamana, going. Da, dadanti, denti, dadanta, dadant, dent, denta, dadamana, giving, and then cook, pach, pachanti, pachant, pachanta, pachamana, cooking. This or passanti, passant, passanta, passamana, seeing. Butchanti, butchant, butchanta, butchamana, knowing. Bu, bhavati, bhavanti, bhavant, bhavanta, bhavamana, being, is same with who, also being. Honti, hont, honta, and si, senti, scienti, semana, scient, scienta, sayamana, sayana, either sleeping or lying down. Now, when they are taking place at the same time as the main verb, for example, dhammang hi vakkali passanto mang passati, mang passanto dhammang passati. So he verily, or indeed he, O Vakkali, he who sees the Dhamma sees me, he who sees me sees the Dhamma, sees the doctrine. Or digam va assasanto digam assasami ti bhajanati, digam va passasanto digam passasami ti bhajanati. So while breathing in long, he understands I am breathing in long. Or while breathing out long, he understands I'm breathing out long. As adjectives, qualifying nouns, danam, dadanto, poriso, passati, the man giving donation, a donation, danam, he sees. And even as nouns, davang, as nominative singular, the running man. There is another present active participle, a very special one, which is the pronoun bhavant. It is inflected like gacchant when it means being, but it can also be used as a honorific pronoun, bhavant, meaning you, sir, or your honor, his honor, and which has then a largely divergent inflection. So in the Pratama Vipatti Ekavachana Bhavang, Bahuvachana Bhavanto, Bonto, here O is a contraction of ava, and Dutya Vipatti Ekavachana Bhavantang, Bahuvachana Bhavante, and Bota Bhavantehi, Ayang Bhavang, this honorable, Twang Bo, you, sir. Hence, this present active participle has two different meanings, one as the present active participle and the second one as the honorific pronoun. All right. The second thing what we want to deal with tonight is the gerund. The gerund, not to be confused with the gerund in English, which is just the ing form, is hence, because of this confusion, the modern grammar guides call this these days the absolutive. So this is an indeclinable participle, and it is used to express an action preceding the action of the main verb of a sentence. So the present participle is it expresses an action simultaneous to the main verb. The gerund expresses an action previous to the main verb, to the main action. It may thus conclude a subordinate clause, so meaning long sentences can be split into shorter sections and then subordinate clauses. The subject of a gerund is, or the agent of a gerund is that of the main action. Complex sentences are constructed with clauses concluding with participles or gerunds preceding the main clause with the main action or with the series of actions. The gerund is infinite and the gerunds are infinite and are always subservient to the main finite verb in the sentence. Each clause may have its own object. That means gerunds may take objects in the accusative like other verbs forms. And their formation is either from the present stem or the root with the suffix twa, itwa, or ya. There are also some other suffixes, but these are the most common ones. And the translation is either having done or after doing. So we have upasankam, upasankamitva, upasankam, upasankamati, upasankamitva, having approached, karoti katva, having done, or karitva, so either the twa ending or the itva ending, gam gacchati gantva, having gone, gah ganhati gahetva, having taken, chit chindati chitchati, chinditva, having cut, uttha uttittati, uttaya, having stood up, ada, adadati, adeti, adaya, having taken, this passati, tisva, having seen, vachvachati, vatva, having said, abhivadeti, abhivadetva, having greeted, nivas, nivaseti, nivasetva, having dressed, vivecheti, vivicha, having become separated or having become isolated. Here the suffix ya plus vich assimilates to the double cha. So here this should be progressive assimilation. Pavisati, pavisitva, having entered, surnati, sutva, having heard, partisonati, partisutva, having agreed, having assented, paha, pachahati, pahaya, having renounced, hoti, hutva, having been. And we can have a look at a couple of examples. So aring hantva gamang agacchati. He, having killed the enemy, came to the village. As well as in the future, so aring hantva gamang agamisati. He, having killed the enemy, will come to the village. So here hantva is our gerund or our absolutive. And from the suttas we have Savatyang Viharati. He lives in Savati. Attako ayasma kachana gotto yena bhagavaten upasankami. Then the venerable Kachana, by name or by clan, went to see or approach the noble one, the fortunate one, upasankamitva, our absolutive, our gerund, having approached, Bhagavantam abhivaditva, having greeted or having saluted the fortunate one, ekamantam nisidi, aorist, sat down to one side. Attako bhagava pupanha samayang nivasetva attachivaram adaya rajagahang pindaya bhavisi. Then Attako, the fortunate one, having dressed in the morning time, having taken bowl and outer robe, he entered Rajagaha for alms. Then we have a few more verbs. Jayati, conquer, win, or to defeat. Labati, to obtain or to get. Pasu, pasavati, to generate. And a couple more indeclinables. Titta, excellent, splendid, it's lucky, it's wonderful. Vata, surely indeed. Strong emphasis or mild expletive, expressing a wish, regret, or reproach or surprise. So even like alas or I say. And handa, well. Handa, Punadasanaya, Tava Paveya, Subham Mangalam.